Good morning, guys. Welcome back to my channel. It is your queen, Divine Mother, Goddess Yamaya, and I am coming to you with another intuitive guided message from your spirit guides, your spirit team, your ancestors, from Ra, from Goddess. I appreciate you all for coming in and stopping with me to get your message on today. I am so sorry that my Wi-Fi was down yesterday, so I was not able to deliver my messages to you on time, but I will be sure to make it up to you today for all of the signs that I did not read. That is besides Pisces, Aquarius, and Capricorn. I will be doing two today. So I'll be doing one from the deck from Light Seer, from the tarot, and then I'll also be doing the fortune telling deck, just so I can make sure that you get your messages, but also to just like give you that confirmation of what I'm not reading in this deck. Okay, so please bear with me. I'll be sure to get these messages out to you all. I appreciate you, and I definitely appreciate you for constantly coming back to me. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Welcome to my soul family, to all of my new subscribers. I really appreciate you. Gratitude, gratitude, gratitude. So very thankful to you. I am humbly thankful, and I send you all of my love and light. I love you so much. So let's get into this, okay, guys? I love you all. That's not just for my new subscribers, that is all of you. I love you all. So we're starting now. I'm going to shuffle the deck 2 more times just to make sure we get it going. Let me hurry up. I know you guys. Ooh, the 8 of Wands wants to come out in reverse. Someone is no longer in defense anymore. Someone is no longer trying to come up against you. They understand how strong you are. And this is going to be a read for my Geminis, for Sun, Moon, and Rising. Any signs that come out aside from this could be in your natal chart, or it could be someone that's thinking about you, coming towards you, or will be seeing you really soon. So keep that in mind. And if you don't know what's inside of your natal charts or what a natal chart is, you can go to cafeastrology.com and you'll be able to get one for free. So please do so if you need that information, okay? So we definitely have the 8 of Swords, 8 of Wands in reverse. Someone's no longer pissed off. I guess they're deciding that they want to leave you alone. They're deciding that all of this chaos and drama is not even worth it anymore. They've been unfocused. They feel like they can no longer come up against you. They've been second guessing, you know, what's the reason behind the beef, or what's the reason behind, you know, trying to start something with you that they know they can't finish. The 8 of Swords in reverse as well. We have a lot of reversals for today. So someone is definitely, you know, feeling like they can't come up against you. They feel really helpless. They don't know what to do about this situation. Like I said, they cannot win against you. Whatever issues they had, and it's funny how I started it off by saying that whoever it is, they're like, they know that they can't compete against you, or they know like they can't win against you, and then that exactly what comes out. Spirit comes through every time. But it's like someone has definitely been really in defense, trying to cause chaos in your life, trying to create problems for you. They don't want to see you heal from whatever it is that you've been healing from. You could have been healing from a heartache. You could have been healing from just like a loss of some kind. It could have been it doesn't have to be romantic. It could have been a family member that recently like broke your heart in some type of way, said bad words to you. You could have fell out with them. Someone could have literally moved away and you were like sad that they left. You could have had to move away just because you had other obligations elsewhere, and you were left alone, stuck trying to figure out the pieces and make yourself whole. And someone has knowledge of this. They knows about what you've been going through. And this person, they could have wanted to keep you stuck, which is why they were clashing with you. They could have wanted you to stay the way you were, but you ended up changing, and they do not like this. So we have Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. We also have Leo, Aries, and Sagittarius. So it's like you know that you have to change whatever it is that you've been going through, just because it's like, who wants to go through heartache? Who wants to be upset? Who wants to feel sad? Who wants to feel burdened? Who wants to be devastated? No one, right? No one likes to be in that energy. So we have the Three of Wands in reverse. No, upright. I'm looking at this World card in reverse. That's what it is. And it's just like someone does not want you to change. But as far as, let's elaborate more on the Three of Wands. Someone, like I said, they don't want to let go of, or you to let go of how you used to be or how you looked at a situation. They couldn't have not wanted to let go of the situation, but were forced to, just because they knew that they weren't going to win. And so instead of them like walking away gracefully, they walked away in a way where they tried to make you feel bad about a situation. They tried to make you feel like it was your fault for whatever they had done to you, or however they were trying to come up against you to make you feel like you were a bad person. They wanted to make you feel like they had been wronged by you in some type of way. And you could have completely not done anything to this person, but if for some reason just the way that you handle situations could have made them feel really sad or really upset and mad about, whatever ending that you had, or whatever like confrontation you guys had with each other. It's like someone who couldn't agree to disagree. They just instead felt like, you wronged me, I don't want to talk to you anymore. But it's harder to deal with you than to deal with you, so I might as well walk away. I might as well go through this on my own and be angry by myself, because you don't want to work with me in this situation to make me feel better, to stroke my ego, something you're not willing to do. Gemini, you just don't do that anyway. You're like, kiss my ass. You can kiss my ass if you think I'm going to kiss yours, because that's definitely not what I'm going to do. I'm not an ass wiper, right? And then we have the World card in reverse. And it's like someone didn't want you to change. Someone wanted to keep you the way you were, as I'm saying. They wanted you to feel like you had to be that way in order for you to be able to, in order for them to be able to be okay with themselves. They needed, and it was a time where they needed to change their ways. They needed to become a better person. They could have felt like they had like high hopes for you guys. They had high hopes to work things out between you two, but you just wasn't willing to kiss their ass. You wasn't willing to go through with whatever it was that they were looking for you to do. And it kind of disappointed this person, because they could have wanted to move forward with you, but they were someone, because this could have been a love interest, right? But this is someone who, or this just could have been a family member as well, who you just always have issues with one way or another. No matter how hard both of you try, it still ends up being some type of confrontation. It still ends up being like you guys are oil and water and you don't mix. And you could try, but it's like it just doesn't work. And then we have the Ten of Wands upright. And this is just a situation where you were forced to, or they were forced to, or being forced to. Let's leave the situation alone. It's like, if we can't get along, why be around each other? This could have been a situation where you could have been in a family dynamic living together and you ended up leaving and moving away, or you could have been in a relationship, ended up leaving and moving away, and it was just for the better of you. You could have took all of your stuff and say, you know what, I'm not going through this situation anymore. This situation just isn't worth the trouble. It isn't worth the problems that we have to go through constantly with each other. And when I say we, I guess it's coming out because you could have definitely tried to work on this situation numerous times, and you could have thought about how to prevent the arguments from happening, how to prevent from you guys like always going back and forth, going head to head with each other, and you didn't want to do that. You could have been hot and cold though. They could have been hot and cold. One day they're good and the next day they're upset, and you're like, well, where did that come from? Or they're like, why are you upset? What's wrong? Like, can we work this through? And one other person is like, I don't want to go through this right now. I don't want to deal with it. And then it's like, well, what do we do? Where do we go from here? And this could have been a continuous thing. And so if it's continuous and it's happening repetitively, how do we make this situation work out if one person or the other is always walking away and never is able to be addressed? And so someone is always stuck in their head, or having to leave out of the house and go somewhere else in order to find a peace of mind. They could constantly be in conflict with themselves about what went wrong. How could I have made it right? You could be the same way. And then it's like, but you don't communicate this with each other. Instead, you're like, we'll get back to it, but all it's doing is slowing down your relationship. All it's doing is stopping you from being able to move forward and be able to get to a common ground, and able for you to have equilibrium and be able to live together in a common place and be coherent with each other instead of incoherent, where it's like you both aren't able to communicate or understand where one another are coming from. So why continue to make it work if it's like you're just going to end up getting hurt? You can't just say one person. If one person is doing something to hurt another, that means that both people in the situation, one way or another, are being hurt, because it's like especially if it's real love, especially if it's genuine care, is like, because you could both want to really genuinely want to work it out, but just have two different communication styles and not know how to communicate to get to the get past this barrier and get to a common place where you can be relaxed, be happy, be able to, block out any confrontation without feeling like this person is attacking me and I'm really sad about it, right? Without someone feeling like they're the victim, being victimized in this situation where it's like, you're always coming for me, you're always coming at me. But it could have been just based off of the type of family relationships you've had in your past with your parents, your family members. Could be brothers, sister, aunts, uncles, grandmas, grandpas, whoever raised you, whoever you grew up around. It could have been that situation, or just like how you dealt with situations from your past relationships and you could have carried them over into your new relationship. Or if this has been like a long-term relationship where you guys have been knowing each other for a really long time, and this could be someone who you grew up with, someone who you've known for a long time, and then you feel like, well, we should know each other at this point, but you continuously don't. It's like you could break up numerous times and then get back together, but when you do get back together, you never hash out the last issue. So you go into this new cycle of starting over, and you still are, someone is still holding on to how they were treated in the past. They still feel like you owe them an apology. They still feel like, well, we didn't really fully talk about the last issue. How are we gonna, even though you both agreed to come back together, you're feeling like one of you are still feeling reluctant or feeling resentful of the other person, and feeling like they never tried enough to make the situation work. And so it's like, well, okay, I know I said I wanted to be together, but you know what? We can't even work through this. This isn't even going to work out. I think that we should break up. I think that I'm going to just leave from here. And it's like, and it could be really difficult for this move. It could be a type of move that's a really far distance away, or you could be having to go somewhere to a relative's or a friend's house who live kind of far away from where you live. And it could be like you don't even have a home. You don't have a home anymore, but you also could not have transportation to even get there, where it's like you need help, but this person isn't even willing to help you. And so now you're really feeling like, this person doesn't care about me. This person isn't even willing to help me out. Even if we're not together anymore, this person doesn't even respect me enough to view me as a friend to where we can work it out, for this person to give me a ride to where I have to go, or, you know, help me out to where I have to go. Or if you're moving into a new place, this person isn't even going to help me to move in. We've known each other for so long. You could have helped them, you know, but it's like once they're upset, they're really upset, and they can't even think through the situation clear enough to, you know, consider how you may feel about the situation. It's just like, I'm hurt, I'm done with this, and we don't have to deal with each other anymore. I don't ever want to see you again. And then later on, once you're situated, they're contacting you or you're contacting them. Like, how can we come back together when you both know that it's not meant to come back together? But yeah, so it sounds like a really toxic situation, one that is going to take some time and space apart in order for you all to be able to fully, you know, be able to grow up, grow past this, grow into like the person you're meant to be. This could be also pertaining to a Virgo, Taurus, and Capricorn. So yeah, those are the signs I have for you. Those are the energies besides Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, Leo, Aries, Sagittarius. So guys, try not to be toxic, okay? And try not to, and if you are toxic, try to work past that point of who you are as a person and become better with your communication styles, as well as just, it is better to make this decision and choose to walk away and let go of the situation for now, just so that you can you know, recuperate, get a better mind state, let them work on themselves, and then come back together when you both are on the same page. Because you don't want to continue a bad cycle and, you know, continue to mess with your own mental. And then eventually, if you stay in it long enough, you'll end up probably feeling like all people are the same and not want to give a chance your actual divine partner, your actual divine counterpart who is meant for you, who will one day be your soulmate and, you know, the love of your life. Someone who won't give up, someone who will be able to communicate, someone who won't victimize you or make themselves look like they're being victimized by you, like you can't care for each other, that you don't care for them. That is what I have for you for today. I will see you all later with your fortune telling from the Kipper, so please be on the lookout for that. I will see you later, and if you haven't done so already, please do subscribe to my channel so you can be on the lookout for this next reading on today and for your future readings that you'll have for me. I will see you soon. Have a blessed, prosperous, and fulfilling day if I don't see you. Okay, and take care. Bye.